All right, everybody, so here's a question for you. You've got an irrigation system going, you've got everything lined up, and then you come out in your garden after turning on your system, and you have this happening right here. Now, I don't know how it got broke, but somehow the line that goes under my grass has been destroyed. Now it's time to dig it up and figure out what's going on and correct it. So, oh man, here we go. Okay, so the system that I have goes under the ground. Let me show you. So this hose right here goes all the way around the garden, all the way over to the other side of the house, right over there. And what I did is I dug a trench under, had it come up right here and go to both of these beds right here. About 2 weeks ago, I noticed a lot of really bad water pressure going back this way. And when I walked over here, it was real soppy wet. So obviously something broke. I don't know how they got broke. I'm kind of anxious to see this, but I figured, hey, I'm gonna show you all exactly what I'm dealing with. So if you all have the same issue happen, I guess we can learn together, right? But first we need to dig up this line. And I'm gonna use a moon. Well, let me grab them real quick. So I'm gonna use this right here to kind of find where exactly the leak is. I've got plenty of tubing to fix it. We've got all the attachments and stuff. Also going to use this to help find exactly where I need to go. Got some scissors over there, and I'm also going to install a few of these little breakers. You know, you could turn these on and off to direct the water where you want it to go. These things are awesome. I've got them around quite a few places, but I'm definitely going to add these. And then once I finish this, y'all, we're going to move to a few other areas in the garden. I'm going to explain why I want to change up the water pattern, the water system that I have. Plus I have a broken line over in those gardens over there that I have to fix. Yeah, this is the non-glamorous. This is the part of gardening where it's like, man, we gotta put some sweat equity in, but it all works. It all comes out in the end, y'all. So let's do this. First, I gotta move all these pots. All right, y'all, if you live in the South, you know you always have to worry about those little punks right there. Doggone fire ants. Oh, man. Now, I normally don't care about fire ants, but I definitely care about them if they're going to start attacking me. I'm going to have to figure that out. Plus, I got to figure out what this line is. I can't even see it. I think it's back there. Okay, there's the line right there behind that grass. So the line's gonna come probably right along here, if I remember correctly. So I might just start over here and just backtrack. Ugh. Well, to be honest, I haven't found the leak yet. I really thought it would have been right in here. So, I guess we're gonna turn the water on, see what we can find. Okay, y'all, the water is on. I don't see any leaks. So, oh, wait a second. Oh, right there. Y'all see it? All right, so it's something right back in here. Ooh, that's a good leak right there. Y'all see that leak right there? Look at that. I do not know how that happened. Look at that, y'all. All the way down in there. Crazy. That was the cut in that hose. That was 3 inches under the soil. Don't understand how that happened. That is crazy. You know what? I bet it was me when I throw the blade into the ground. I bet 100% that was me. Man. Okay. So we're just going to use 2 of these, one on each side, and cut some pipe to go in between. All right, y'all, we got water going everywhere. Look, all right, we got water dripping everywhere. The line is fully pressurized and there's no leaking. So we have it fixed. Now I just got to get it all back under the ground and move on. Okay, so the way I'm going to check the pressure right now is I just turned that valve off, so I just blocked all the water going this way. So all the water is going to be shooting high pressure this way. Now, for about the last 2 weeks or so, I've had pretty much no pressure coming this way, but look at this right here. I've got water spraying there. Then over here, since all I have are drip lines, the only way I can really tell is I find the drip lines and see if there's water dripping out of those holes. I don't know any other way to really check over here. Well, that's not a good sign. Oh, there we go. We have water slowly coming out with all these weeds. I would really like to see more water pressure coming out of these lines down here. Yeah, it's very minimal. So I might have to make a change, because right there is great water pressure. Right over here is decent water pressure. Then right over here is very, very little. So I'm going to have to make an adjustment, because I'm just not sure water's getting all the way over here. And that could explain why I had issues a little bit with the tomatoes this past spring. When I thought they were getting water, they might not have been. So I will troubleshoot that more when I have some time. Okay, so we're gonna move over here now. It's later in the day, I'm back at this, and we need to fix this line right here. And this is a smaller type of line. It's not the big line, that 1/2 inch line like I just showed. So I'm gonna show you all this one real quick. The biggest thing with these lines, y'all, if you're gonna fix them or adjust them or add to them, just make sure you have the right parts. And I like to use this little get up right here. It's just a tool chest, honestly. And I put a bunch of things in there that you need, the hole punch and all right, y'all, so we saw the crack right here. So we're gonna go and cut this chunk out. Now this is a drip tube, so you wanna make sure that whenever you're replacing these tubes, well, hi B, there are drip tubes, and then there are these type of tubes that don't have any holes in them. So make sure you know which ones you're using whenever you're fixing, or honestly whenever you're stringing everything up. This tube right here is a non-drip tube, so I'm going to use this one to patch in right there. What else I've wanted to do is get some of these going in this bed. So I'm going to use one of these right here for the sides, and then I'm going to use this one to go out for more hose to connect to one of these, so I can get a spray going instead of these drips. So we're going to use one of these to connect these hoses together, and all you got to do is just work it in. Some of these are pretty sharp. The plastics can get you. That's all you got to do right there. Push them in. Push it in on this side. Just like that, done. Now we're going to do the same thing right here. Push them in, turn. Now we're going to use this one to tie them together. Just like that. Use some of these stakes. Pin it down, and then I'm going to go and connect this one just like that. Connect this in to that T. And just like that, y'all, we're done. This one's fixed. Now I'm gonna do the same thing right over here in this section with another one of these, and then we're gonna move over to that tomato bed. I want to do the same thing in that tomato bed and just see if I really do. What was that? That was a hummingbird over there. And see if I have the same issue, and to see if I have a really bad water issue over there. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I just hooked up that other one. We're going to turn the water on and go see exactly how the spray looks. Adjust if I need to. But I think we're going to be good to go now. Okay, so go ahead and open that up. And I'm sure the other one is closed just like that one. Oh, that was a little too open there, Chad. Okay. Now that water pressure isn't great, but that's because I have two parts of the yard being watered at the same time. So I'm going to shut the other side off like that. That's going to put more pressure on this section. So these should be spraying more. Yeah. So you can tell they're really spraying a lot more now. Well, maybe not a lot more, but I've got a bigger section now being watered, and that was the main thing that I wanted to see. So I'm gonna let that go for a minute. Let's work over here in this bed. I'm gonna put in one of these little sprinklers. Now the cool thing about this is it has a back, so it's gonna spray the water where you want it, not everywhere, just in one specific area. And Comes with the hose right there already attached. So we're gonna get this thing plugged in real quick, and we're gonna see just what the issues are over here. I'm thinking I have way too much hose and not enough pressure in this line to really adequately water everything. And I've only been doing this for 4 years, y'all. So let's give it a shot. Okay, so this is a drip hose. You see right here, this should be dripping, and it's just really not. So find another one of these T's right here. Tie them both in. Tie this one into here, just like that. And now this is plenty long enough to go wherever I need it. So for now, we're just going to put it right here. Let's give it a minute to cycle through all the lines. Okay, a little bit of action there. Let's see. Okay. Now you can see behind me the water pressure over here is really good, but I don't like these kind. They just spray everywhere. Can't really control them. Honestly, they kind of annoy me. So I'm actually going to take that one out. I'm going to show you that this system, this irrigation system, come with these little stoppers. They come with these little stoppers right here. If I can open the bag. And what you do is you just twist it off. You just plug this into the 1/2-inch pipe, and it stops the water from coming out of that section. So if you want to switch things up, you can. You're not stuck with how you set this up a long time ago. You can switch things up, and these little things allow you to do that. Let me show you. Well, first, let's turn the water off. We will put the water back on over there. But for right now, let's go ahead. I'm going to take this one out, show you how easy it is. Plug this in, and y'all, we're pretty much done for this video. What I am going to do toward the end is, man, this basil is crazy, y'all. This entire section I'm about to take out. These are all the watermelons and cantaloupes that haven't done anything. And they're taking up this entire section that I need right now. So we're gonna take all that out. I'm gonna trim up this basil, because y'all, look at the basil. Like standing right here, I can smell basil. I love it. And you know what cannot find anything around here is the hawk moth. That thing is blind. No tomato hornworms for me in this garden. But let me take this out real quick. Just that easy. I'll pull it out. Plug it in. We're good to go. Whenever I turn on the hose, this water side over here, that little no stop 'em right there is going to stop the water from coming out of there. And we're good to go. So I know this video wasn't the most glamorous thing. We're not harvesting anything or planting anything yet. But it's important. I felt it important to show y'all, because if you have issues with your irrigation system, you got to troubleshoot them, you got to figure them out, you got to find them. And that's what I did over here. Now, I've had that water going a few times in this video. And where we fixed that 1/2-inch tube this morning is still dry. So I totally fixed that. We're good to go on that side. But I'm personally going to start running a lot of irrigation everywhere, especially to this bed right here. I'm going to put some more of those sprinkler heads in this bed also. I already have a bunch over here in the eggplant bed right there, so they're good. I need to get more put in the tomato bed. And then I'm not going to show, well, maybe I will. It's been a while since I've done this and shown it, but I need to connect this pipe to this one, and that's going underground again. So maybe here in a week or so I'll show that video of me doing that, because this bed doesn't have water. And to be honest, y'all, I'm tired of standing here for 15 minutes or 10 minutes watering this bed. Know what I mean? Also going to run water sprinklers to these above ground beds right there. And I really, because as you can see, this heat is killing my container garden. So I need to get a bunch of these lines ran over there to each one of those buckets, amend those trees, fix them, transplant them, because some of those buckets are 5, 6, 7 years old and they're just falling apart by looking at them. But that's the as I'm getting swarmed by mosquitoes, that's the non-glamorous part of gardening, but it's also very important and a must do. So I wanted to bring you all along for that ride, just so you can see what I'm doing. All right, everyone, as always, if y'all enjoyed this video, do me a favor, share, like, and subscribe to this channel if you've not done so already. Everyone take care, God bless, continue to shine bright, harvest hard, get an irrigation system going, troubleshoot. I've actually got a lot of okra I need to go harvest. I'm just seeing that for right now. Oh, check this out. Look at the size of that bumblebee, y'all. Oh, lordy, look at that thing. And that is why you let basil go to flower in your gardens. I'll talk to y'all again real soon. Bye. Okay, so I'm totally going to end this video with me getting destroyed by fire ants. Yep, I know what you're saying too. Well, hey, dork, you're out there in flip-flops. I can't garden in shoes, yo. It drives me nuts. And I don't like being in pants. So I have to kind of make a compromise. Am I going to deal with fire ants and mosquitoes, or am I just going to sweat to death on my legs and feet and all that? So not my thing. Plus I wore boots for 14 years. Being in the military, I like my feet to be free. But if you want to see the fire ants, oh man, those little punks are everywhere. I don't know if you can see them. Gosh. And then back in there's a nice sized mound, and right back in there's a nice sized mound I got my hands on. Yeah, y'all. Gardening isn't all just big harvests. It's a bunch of little punks too. Bye. We're gonna knock out this fix real quick.